Thank you so much, Nirupamaa ji. So I'll just take a couple of rules today. We had, in fact, touched upon this rule yesterday. So I'll take it further and we'll practice some words along with that also. The rule that I'm talking about is, I'll just start in writing in Devanagari first. So we had done the R, which is written on the top, like, so this is the R that we had done yesterday, which is written on the top. And then we will, so today what the R that we will do is, if we have the R being written like, oh, sorry, that was a Sharada code, excuse me for that. If you have a word or where R is being written along with the word, so this word being kram, here if we do the, vichhed of this letter, so we have k rather, kahalant, r, ideally rahalant and if you write like full vichhed, if you do, if not then full r, if you write separating the vowels as well, if not then r, just ka halant and r. So this is kram. If you're writing this r in Sharda, how you would write it would be, so in Sharda, what you would do is you would remember the rule that whenever there is something written below ka changes its form. So your ka will be written like this. Ra in this case in Sharda, so I'm just writing this part for you. Ra would be written as a slanting line on which is towards the right hand side of your letter, and ma. So this particular rule for writing ra with any word, would the ra would be written like this, or also another way of writing ra under a particular letter. So if I'm writing ra like this, there's another way to write ra, is just start a little bit on your left from here, then go touch the letter, the bottom part of the letter, and get your line towards your right hand side. This is also a way, and this particular is way of writing r. This would be true for all the letters. So we'll just see letters one by one. So for example, we take another letter, we are writing Devanagari, for example, gr. You write gr like this. In Sharda, you would write it the way we just so start your stroke a little bit on the left, touch the bottom part of the letter that you are writing, and take your stroke towards the right hand side and get it slant it towards the bottom. Then we'll write maybe ma. We'll come to words also. So I'm just picking some letters here. So Devanagari, if we write mra, ma and ra. Now just make note make sure that we have seen, while writing, there are some mistakes, not much, because it's a very simple, what you call, rule. Sometimes it just happens that we have, the stroke coming a little, you know stroke doesn't come fully down while writing. So just make sure that when you write, you keep this part very small, this one, just keep it very small like this, and then get it down sufficient enough. So if, for example, if this is your 2-line notebook where you are writing, so this would be kind of the kind of proportion that you would follow in writing this stroke. We'll take another letter. We'll take the. So for example, this letter is, sorry, you're writing the, and this is Devanagari. So while you're writing this letter in Sharda with Ra, now this does not have a straight line where you could fix or attach this Ra. What we do here is we will write the letter the Ra similarly. So what we do is we start on the left hand side, touch the curve at the bottom, then get it on towards the right hand side. So this is how you would write with the. Any other letter, maybe if someone wants to know of a particular letter, you can just drop them, you can write it in the chat box, and Nirupama ji can convey. I'll just write her. That is a typical letter, although I'm sure Rakesh ji would have told you how. So if her is being written, in Devanagari also, I think you write it here. So if you're writing it in Sharda, all your attached, anything that is getting attached in case of her would come in the middle portion. So that this is how you would write for her.
Ma'am, the stroke which you are putting of ra, is it thick or thin?
It is thin. It's just the calligraphy brush. I'll just show you with a normal pen also. 1 minute. It's 1 minute. I'll just write a couple of these letters with a. It's a very thin letter. So for example, if you're writing, see what happens that normally we prefer writing Sharda with the calligraphy pen. So that's how the stroke would look like. Otherwise, if you write with the small pen, it would look like this. If you write with the normal pen. So you don't have to, specifically make it thick or anything. It will just look like this if you're writing with a pen. So in case you're writing ma, like this. Now this shape comes because it's a calligraphy pen. So it is coming at an angle and it's getting thicker on its own. It's not specifically being made thin or thick.
Okay, Nidhi, we have a word on the chat box, Srinagar.
Srinagar, okay. We'll just come
I
to
think
words.
it is Shringar, if I'm not wrong. It's
Okay.
Shringar.
Srinagar
Sorry,
isn't
I
the
read it.
city.
Yeah, Shringar, both actually.
Okay,
Srinagar
I'll just come
and
to.
Shringar.
Yeah, I'll just. Okay, I'll write Shringar. I'll just write with the calligraphy pen first and then a normal pen so you would get an idea. So you have Shringar, you're saying, right? 1 minute, I'll just write this with a normal pen.
Uh,
Is it okay? I'll just change my pen. I'm not used to
yeah, we'll
writing
have
with
Iki
this.
Matra. Yeah, no
Shringar.
problem.
Okay. No, here ideally I think it would be Shringar like this with Ri, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is a normal rule of sh with Ri. So that in so that will be Ri that you would have done earlier also. So that would be Shringar. So that will be Ri. If you're doing R, I'll just pick a word. Shramik with the same letter. So if you're writing so here Shra maybe we'll pick another word, Bhrata. Bra- not getting proper.
Sorry, I was mute.
Sorry?
No, I was mute actually. I was saying, okay, we can take this. We can take another word, Gramin. So then
Grami.
I have words.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Actually, I'm not able
after
to get a
Bhrata.
proper pen with the thickness it's coming out. Is it okay? The two pens are okay? Because
I think it's okay.
is it okay?
We have Gramin, we have
No.
Samrat.
Gramin
Chandra
has
and-
no, right? If I'm not
Hmm.
mistaken. Gramin,
Yeah, then we have Samrat.
Samrat. We write Samrat with T or Th. So I'll write with
T.
Yeah. So Samrat. So similarly, I think this it's a very simple rule with R. I will so we'll give you words, or you can pick small words on your own also to for the assignment for the week, and we'll give you assignment sheet also. I'll just pick one word uh, for maybe the shape of the letter. Bhrata. So now, similarly, the way we've written in case of the, so here also, since it's a curve in the letter, we'll just, attach it at the bottom curve. So this will be bra and ta, brat. So these are the word.
Mm.
Now,
Yeah,
yes,
one
Nirupama.
more word.
Yeah.
Sorry. There's prapadye, one word. Otherwise, there are few more words, which is one of name. I think name, everybody should try to write their own names
Yeah.
themselves.
In fact, you should,
But
when you post your assignments, you should write your name in Sharada, because almost we have
yeah.
covered all the rules. And
Mm.
so you should try and write your name on top of the assignment page. Yeah, sorry, which word were you mentioning, Nirupamaji?
Yeah, prapadye.
Prapadya.
Prapadye. The and year together with eki matra.
Okay, so I'll just write Devanagari first. I just correct me, I mean, in case, so my understanding would be
Yeah, no problem.
that is half,
Per. No,
double
per is full.
per is full, okay.
Per is full. Yeah.
Prapadya.
Prapadye.
Dhe or dhya, like we have
Dhya means the or ya ikhatte.
ऐसा वाला, right? This one, ना?
हाँ जी.
और बड़ा दीर्घ
Yes.
द and य.
Dirgha and ya and a. No, the
Uh,
other one. What you made earlier.
okay. So that is actually, small the and y.
Small.
It's written like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
in case
sorry, yeah.
the way we write in Vidyalay, right?
Yeah,
This one,
Vidyalaya. Yes.
that's what I, in case there's a, correction or something, please feel free to write in the chat box, or otherwise, this is what I can understand the word that,
And eki matra you
Actually,
have to
there
add.
is Chandi Vichhed. If you'll do, it's the plus year plus a.
Yeah. A. Eki matra.
it
Yeah.
has
So
a.
prapadye.
Okay.
Thank you.
So this is prapadye, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So pa So this will remain, this is R. Prapadye. So R being written in the when here is being written below any letter, it takes this form. I'm sure you would have covered it earlier. So this is Prapadye. So we'll move to the second rule for today that we had planned. We have
one more word, shrot.
yeah, Shrot.
Shrot. Sa Ada, R ki matra, it's again the same R what we are doing. O and T, shrot.
Okay. Okay. So either it okay, I'll write, but
So,
in the word could be strotra in case somebody wants to know. I'll just
yeah, maybe we can add
Okay.
stotra.
We'll do
It's
shrot.
Shrot. Shrot.
Okay. So, just I'll write Devanagari. Let me
Yeah,
know if I'm
because,
writing
yeah.
it correct. So you want to know
Yeah.
if this is the letter. If this is the word,
No, Shri
This
wala.
is the word, but sir is, I think, half
Shrot.
when we speak. Yeah, but that's how it can be written. Yes, that's right.
Somebody had unmuted. In case there's a correction, let me know.
Yes, Srota means source. Srota, chikat.
Strotra. Okay. I'll write this also. So
No.
it's basically formation of a letter.
Mm.
Word, maybe this word I have written, maybe the word may have some grammatical error, or I'll show
This is
another
what
word
is
in case
written in
there's
the
a
chat
correction.
box.
I'll just show
No,
the
ma'am,
formation.
no, ma'am, it's okay in all respects.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So this is your sir. This is your R. This is your to. Okay. So these are the words that we've done with letter R for now. We'll just move
We'll
on to
have,
another. Yes.
Just one thing, we'll have Shiroreka on sir.
This is just very for sir we would. Sorry.
Yeah. For sir, I think we have Shiroreka, full Shiroreka, no?
Maybe 1 minute. No, it would
Or
just be
maybe I'm
small
wrong.
because ma,
Okay,
that
okay.
is for sure. If
Oh,
you're
that's for
writing
sure.
Shiru
Sorry.
Rekha, that will be sure.
Sure, yeah.
Sir would not have a Shiru Rekha. It would have a small indicative Shiru Rekha only to attach the matra,
Yes, yes.
right?
Yes, yes. Sorry for
So,
confusion.
Ma'am, I
Yes.
have one word that is Triyambakam.
Okay.
Uh,
I'll just show. Okay. I'll try and write. Just a minute. Give me 1 minute.
because its first Triya is a half. So I'm not able to understand how we'll write Triya, half, and then Yam.
Okay. So when we write this in Devanagari, I'll just write. So in Devanagari, you would write it like this.
No. The tra is half.
Tra and
Tra?
here actually. Tra is half, here is then. Iki matra we will not use, I think, in my opinion.
Yes. Tra is
Okay,
half.
1 minute. So, 1 minute. So you're saying like this, if throw is written half here,
Yes.
then it is Anunasik, I think
So
ma
dot
is,
on the
here would have a dot,
dot.
then it would be ba,
Ba.
then ka, and then there is right? Triambakam.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just 1 minute. So here, since the first letter is, so this actually, if you see, you've also done tra in your conjuncts. We had written 3 conjuncts, if you remember. Well, while we had done the letters, so we had done tra in that case.
No, I don't think so.
No,
We
while
have
letter
learned
alphabets, we learned the first 3 conjuncts, if anyone remembers. Tra. Now, what we want to understand is the placement of year in this case, right?
Mhm.
So, R being here part of the letter, we either can place year like this, but what I remember from seeing the manuscript, so we will write year and then we will place R, because it will also follow the rule for your placement of matras in case of conjuncts. If you remember, uh, so while placing matras, so if there is a conjunct, say na and ta, so if there is ta along with it, sorry, and it has a u, this is Devanagari. I'll just finish the word in a minute. So na half, ta and u. So what you do is na on top, then you write ta, and then you place the matra, right? So here also the ra will come on the bottom, if I'm not mistaken, but I'll just confirm that, because uh, I haven't written this letter, so maybe there is a mistake on my end, but I'll confirm that. So rest of the letter, I'll just, this is ba, and this is ba. And I'll just confirm this for you in case I could be possible that there could be a mistake on my end. So either this ra would come like this on tra and then year would be placed. I'll just confirm that for you. I'll just write another, this particular thing I'm writing it here, or maybe
Ma'am, yesterday when we were taught that the phonetics, the sound comes before and then the letter comes. So like you have written tra के नीचे र आएगा and फिर yo. Is it
See-
coming phonetically right or
see,
what you have written is grammatically right?
See, phonetically, if you see what we mentioned yesterday, if ra is being read first, that would be case of consonants. In case of vowels, especially if it is a matra, it will come below the conjunct. So if you can tell me, I'll just check a word wherein there is a sanyukt akshar and there is a matra. Wait. So let me just recollect some
You need to put
word.
the bindi also on the top.
Yeah, Triambakam. Can you give me a word with a Sanyukt Akshar and a Matra? U or
Trilok.
Ma'am, Dyoho.
sorry,
Dyoho. It's like when we
Dyo-
start Shanti mantra, we say Dyoho Shanti. So Dyo, the Dyo.
so in that case, so in that is simple. So if you're writing this would be ya, dyo, and then o would come on the top, right? You've
Yes, yes.
learned in matras. So if it is there is a matra which is coming. So for example, if this conjunct, so conjunct here in this case is the and ya. Right? This is the conjunct. Now, if in this case, for example, the had a matra u, it didn't have a halant, it had u also, halant and u. So in this case, even though matra of or sorry, so this is here, and if there is a u matra along with it, u will always come below the letter at the bottom, right? And if there is a letter matra that is being written on the top, it will be written along with the letter on the top, right? You remember, I'm just trying to find a word which I can explain. Maybe having a word, proper word would be I'll be able to convey what I'm trying to say. Just 1 minute.
Yudh.
That has you, year, and u. Just give me 1 minute. Just give me a minute.
Brahma. Vrad, Nidhi ji, will that?
Vrad,
Vrad, it's
we
other.
did have one of the previous assignments where we had such words wherein there was a matra at the bottom. If you could just park that question in a minute, I will recollect
maybe
some
we'll come
word.
back.
Sorry, whoever was telling us. I'll just come back to that. Give me 1 minute. We can park that question. And for Trayambakam, I will reconfirm whether, my understanding is it will come below here, but I'll confirm that for you. So otherwise it will be tra being written like a conjunct, and then it will be here because tra would be half. So it will come on the top. So this way, tra is like the full letter, because what we learned yesterday that it will be written on the top. So tra is a conjunct in itself, like this, and then here would be written here, and the remaining letters. Okay, I'll just confirm that for you. My understanding is this should be the correct one, and this, if it's following the rule for matras, I'll just this one, in case it is following the rule for matras, just give me 1 minute, I'll confirm that for you. Should we pick
Sorry,
another rule?
one
We
thing.
have like 10 minutes, or someone wants to clarify any doubts, whatever the class suggests. Should we pick a rule that is that also involves ro and the matra u or u? Should we pick that?
I think we have done O and O here. We didn't do R all the matras.
Ro along
we
with,
have
like,
yeah.
in we had words.
Ma'am, can we do mantra?
Sorry?
Mantra. Yeah, here's
Mantra.
the word. Mantra. There's
Sure.
mantra, Bhadrakali and Bhadram.
Okay, I'll just write it in Devanagari first.
And Jyotsnaji has given a correct notation of Trayambakam. She says it's Bindi in the end on K. Balance everything is full except Tra. So
Okay.
we will correct that.
I'll just check that. Correct that. Yeah. Mantra. So this is your ta and ra. Now here, if you see tra being written in Hindi like this, it's basically ta with ra. So this is tra, and in Hindi alphabet, Devanagari alphabet, or even in Sanskrit alphabet, it takes a form of a conjunct. That is why if you go back to your previous notes of conjuncts, of when we did, the Varnmala, you will see these three conjuncts. That is tra, ksha, and ta.
Yeah.
So we had done tra, ksha, and also we had done we had three conjuncts that we
Yeah.
do, right?
Yeah.
And
Yes,
gya.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tra, ksha, right? Ksha and gya. These three conjuncts are done. Like these are the normally mm, what you accepted conjuncts in the Varnmala. So these are the three conjuncts that we had done when we had done the Varnmala, right? So tra is a part of that. What other word were you telling, Nirupama ji?
Yeah, just a second. It was mantra and Trayambakam. She said that in the last it's amki matra in the end, and in between like tra half, ya full,
Okay. Okay.
ma half,
Okay. Just one
ba
minute. I'll
full.
write. So tra half,
That's what we wrote.
ya,
Ya, ma half,
ma half,
ba full,
ba full,
and ka, and फिर चंद्रमा ऊपर बिंदी.
this and this, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just give me a minute. I'll just give me 1 minute. I'll be back. Just give me one.
We have some more words in the chat box. We'll take them later.
Yeah, just
as soon as
I'm here.
Nidhi
Just
comes
give me
back.
1 minute. Just give me 1
Yeah,
minute.
yeah, no
I'll be
problem.
back.
Any more questions you have, you can put on the chat box. Any more doubts anybody has from the previous topics?
Yeah, so actually I was trying to confirm for so what we wrote actually throw as a conjunct, so that will come on the top. Like this is a conjunct throw, and then here, sorry, just 1 minute, I'll write it. So this is your conjunct. Then here could either be placed here like this, because throw in itself is a letter or a conjunct letter. Then there is ma, because ma is half, so that is ma. Ba would come below it. And then there is ka. And bindi. So this is how you would write. But as I said, if you could park this, I'll post it in all the groups. I'll post this word in case there's any correction at my end. I'll post it in the groups. So any other word? Because now I think we are left with just 10 minutes. I wanted to do another rule. That's what we had decided. So either then we'll have to pick that rule next time. We have 10 minutes left. So what does maybe you could post a message in
There's
the
sorry,
chat
I
box
was
in
mute.
case we should pick another rule, or we'll leave it for the next
Like
one.
and right. Yeah. Maybe quickly we can take another. I will.
Yeah,
We
it's a
take?
again it's a simple rule. I'll just
Mm.
touch upon it. Maybe we can revise it in the next class. So
Yeah.
see, for example, I'll write the word, or the rule is basically where r is also followed by matra u or u.
Mm.
Okay. So for example, there is a word shruti. So this has shra. We just learned how to attach r to a letter. This also has u, and then there is the and e. So any letter which also has r and the matra u or u. Now because also r is also being written on the bottom, and u or u is also being written at the bottom of the letter, it follows a particular rule. So in case this is the word where we have lagu u and the letter shra, so how would we write it? So this is your letter shra, the sh followed by r. So this is your r, how we write it. Now we also have to attach the matra u to it. So what we will do is we'll draw another parallel line, maybe just similar length or smaller, almost, but not never longer. It should never be longer. It will be either short or the same length. This would this is how r and u both are attached to a letter. We'll do more words to clarify the doubt. Then we have the, and we have e, shruti. Okay. I'll pick another word. We have the, dr, u, p, and the. Drupad. Now again, the has r also and u matra also. So this is your letter the. Now we just saw that r has to be joined at the bottom at this place. So what we will do is we'll just draw, in case we have to also accommodate the u. We will write r, but we will just draw a very small straight stroke to attach r as well as u here. I'll just draw it with the pen also to give you an understanding. So this is r accommodated at the below. Then there is u, p, and the again. I'll just write it with the pen. This is your the. Draw a very small indicative line to accommodate both the r as well as u. Okay, I'll just write this letter also in a pen. So now this, since this letter, like these kinds of letters which have a straight stroke, there it can be accommodated, both u and r can be accommodated on the same stroke. This particular rule is only for letters which have a curve at the bottom, and we don't have sufficient place, or how do we attach both u and r? So this small indicative line is drawn in case of letters with curve at the bottom. The letters which have a straight stroke, we don't have to do that, or maybe you just elongate the stroke a little bit to accommodate both. Shruti, Drupad. Okay. We'll just pick maybe.
We have another word in the chat box, which
Yeah.
Jyotsna ji has
Should I
put.
erase this?
This would-
Everyone has noted down.
I think we can move up. Gulab and fool, but that's not having r.
No, just
Only-
pick words which have r. I'll just pick another word.
Hi, can we do truti?
Truti.
Truti.
Okay, just 1 minute. Just write Devanagari first.
Truti.
Truti, right? Or Laghu, Dirgh E. I think it has small
That's
e.
okay.
Oh, sorry.
We have two more words, Dravid or Buddha and
Just
Ayurveda.
one. So this is your tra. Again, as I said, very small indicative line, since we have both r and u being adjusted here. Okay. So I'll just pick one more word and then we will do, we'll touch upon the rule with Laghu U. It's also very simple. I'll just touch that. Give me one more word and then I'll pick the second rule
Okay.
in
There
case
is,
there is any.
yeah, Yajurved.
Yajurved. Can we pick Krud?
There's
Maybe
Dravid. Yeah. Krud we can pick up. Dravid or Budh.
Dravid would not have U because
Okay.
it has ver,
Mm.
dra. It's a normal word in the previous rule. I'll just pick
Buddha.
Krud. Sorry?
Krur is also there.
Buddha.
Krur.
Krur. I'll pick Krur because it has
Krur, yeah.
K and R. One.
Both.
Okay. Ideally, we would write it with the Dirg U, Krur, right?
Yes.
So we've just done the small U, the Laghu
Ma'am,
U.
like Krur.
Sorry? I'll
Krur.
just, yeah, we'll come to Krur also. It's the second rule of the R plus the Dirg U. I'll just write both these letters. I'll just draw this. For example, there is a letter which says Krud. Oh, sorry. I'll just come to Krur also because my understanding is it would have the Dirg U. I'll come to that also. I'll just write this word for you in the meantime.
Krud has the
The Laghu,
in the
the
bottom
Dirg
also.
Da.
Dirgha.
Yeah.
In the bottom also. No, the is okay, and below Laghu the there is Dirgha the.
Yeah, so
Buddha,
that's what I
like
said.
Buddha.
That is another rule. I'll do that also with the Dirg U also.
Yes.
I'll pick both matras side by side. Just give me 1 minute.
Yes.
So for example, if it is U and so this, if for example, this is the word, I'll just continue with the same thing. So rule for K remains the same. It is written as half. This is your R being attached. This is U and this is the. Now we come to the second rule. I'll just start it here only. For example, if this is the word that you suggested.
Krur.
Is my screen visible properly? Or if it's too
Yes.
blue, then I'll write it here. Maybe I'll just write it here.
Okay.
So if, for example, this is your Krur, right? Now this is another rule. Here what happens that if R is being followed with the Dirg U, R remains same. This is your K. This is your R. This will remain the same. What will happen to U is it will be written here only with a small change. This line, it makes a curve here. This is the rule. This is the way we write in case the U is the Dirg U. This is your R. Right? So this is the difference when we are writing the Laghu U. This is when we are writing Laghu U. And this is how we write when we write Dirg U. This particular curve is very important. So this is how you differentiate while writing the matra along with R. I'll just pick another word. Should I erase this? or maybe I'll just. It's difficult to erase this way. I'll just. I'll write these words again. I'll just write these words again for everyone's reference, and we'll come to other words also. This was krud. This was krur. I'll just simultaneously pick maybe two words on u and u. U, yes. Group. It's an English word, but maybe just for representation purposes. In the meantime, if any, you can keep suggesting words. I'll just write Devanagari here.
Ma'am,
Yes, please.
like Akruddham and Akrura.
It'll again have kr. I'll just we'll come back to just type the words if possible in the chat box so that Nirupama ji can pick it and give it all together. I'll just write.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. We have Akruddam or Akrur.
Group. Anything that has come with the dirgh u, if there's a word,
Yes.
otherwise I'll.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm telling. It's Purnamada. One is Purnamada. And they have put actually Purnamada. Yeah.
That would be ra on the top, Rafarkar.
Top. Yes.
That was.
I'm not able to type
that
on
is-
the Hindi, but we can do broon.
Broon.
Broon is, I think, embryo.
Yeah.
Fetus,
I'll
yeah.
write that.
There's another word which is interesting. Akrur. Akrurji is the character from Mahabharata.
This broon, right?
Right.
Right?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Broon. You had mentioned another word, akrur.
Yeah. Akruraha.
Right?
Yeah.
Sorry, it'll fall here.
Ma'am,
Yes.
Broon, there's no nam, ma'am.
That got erased. 1 minute. I had written it. I was doing. I press undo, so it went like.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome, ma'am.
So this is the laghu, dirgh u. Any other word which has laghu u, maybe?
Purnamada.
Purn. As I said,
It's
that
other.
has
It's other one.
the other,
It's other.
yeah.
Bhatrakali not.
I'll pick one word here.
Gruhi.
Gru would be laghu u. I'll write
No, it's
with dirgh u. Gruhi, right? It would have,
Gruhi.
yeah. It would have the dirgh u. Bruvan. 1 minute. I'll just write one word. Is my screen looking a little too cluttered? In case,
No,
then
it's
I'll
okay.
write. I'll just write this word and maybe pick another two. We are 10 minutes over the scheduled time. I'll just pick this as a last word.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Voice is. Somebody wants to say something. Bruan.
It's maybe, as I said, the word may have some grammatical error, but it's more so from the representation of the letters along with the matra. So this is how we write u and u along with the letter. If we are writing r along with u and u, so you have lot of, you can words see maybe crute, or if you're writing maybe shruti, as I said when we started. So all the letters which have r followed by u, this is the rule that we would follow. This is the way we would write rather.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
So
Will think and tell.
yes, please. You can try words on your own. When you write your homework assignments, you can write words on your own because we have almost finished all the rules. You can pick any Devanagari words you can, and then you can, try writing them in Sharda and post that as your assignment.
Okay,
Yes.
ma'am.
Thank you. So I think we should wrap up today's session. We are almost 15 minutes over.
Can I chant
Yes.
Shanti Mantra, please?
Yes, please. Just 1 minute. Is there any any doubt as for today's two rules that we have done? You can quickly say maybe before we wrap up with the Shanti mantra.
There are words everybody has written. Like there are
Yes.
some they're not related to ra, so that's why I didn't take that. Fool, kupaha, balu. Those are normal words. So as Nidhi said, please try and practice all these words, and you can post it, and we can correct the ones on the WhatsApp. And now maybe we can start with the Shanti mantra.
Shanti mantra. Yes, please.
Please.
Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahabiyam Karvavahai तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शांति शांति शांति। सर्वेषां नमस्कारम।
Namaskar. Thank you very much.
Namaskar, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for
Thank you
joining
so
the
much.
class today.
Thanks, Nidhi
Thank you
ji.
so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Bye, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.